Being a barber today takes far more than a steady hand and a pair of clippers.
Ooh, I like it cut, G.
The world's best barbers spend years mastering incredible techniques and pushing their creativity to the limit, producing results that seem almost impossible. Ready to see the most talented barbers in action? Let's get started. Have you ever seen a barber put a burning piece of paper in someone's ear? It might look crazy, but this bizarre technique is actually used to help extract earwax from the client's ear. If you've ever tried giving yourself a manicure, you already know it's not as easy as it looks. Using your left hand to cut the nails on your right hand without making a mistake takes a lot of patience, precision, and control. But for some barbers, it's just another skill they've mastered after years of practice. They make something incredibly difficult look completely effortless. They say too many hands make the job harder, but these four barbers prove the exact opposite. Working on the same client at the same time, their teamwork is so perfectly synchronized that even the customers seem surprised by all the attention. Balding and losing your hair is something most men hope they'll never have to deal with. But for some, it starts much earlier than expected and can completely change the way they look. Luckily, this barber has mastered a technique that can make the transformation look almost unbelievable. Here's another trick that separates great barbers from the rest. First, get rid of the remaining hair, and then add new hair. The finished result looks so natural you'd never guess it wasn't real. People with a full head of hair aren't the only ones visiting the barber. Bald scalps need attention too, and while these scalp masks might look a little funny, they're all part of keeping the skin healthy. Barbers around the world all have their own unique techniques, often inspired by the traditions of their home country. This Turkish barber has become famous for one of the most unusual methods you'll ever see, using fire to style his client's hair. As unbelievable as it looks, it's a technique he's spent years mastering. Judging by the calm expressions on his clients' faces, they trust him completely, even with open flames just inches away. Threading individual strands of hair through tiny holes is easily the most tedious part of the process. It takes an incredible amount of patience, but once you see the finished result, you'll realize it was worth every minute. Using a thread to shape eyebrows is a skill many barbers have, but using the same technique to create perfectly sharp beard lines is on a whole different level. If you've ever wondered how some beards look so incredibly clean, here's one of the secrets. By now, you've probably realized that being a professional barber is about much more than cutting and styling hair. It also demands a surprising amount of artistic talent. After all, you can't spray paint hair with this level of precision without years of practice. Hair designs have become incredibly popular over the years, but most of them are fairly simple. After all, a person's head isn't exactly the easiest surface to work on, but this barber takes things to a completely different level. Instead of basic patterns, he creates incredibly detailed portraits and artwork directly into his client's hair. Whether it's a famous celebrity, a sports car, or even the President of the United States, there's almost nothing he can't recreate. At this point, it's less of a haircut and more of a masterpiece. When you think of a local barbershop, scissors and clippers are probably the first tools that come to mind. But this barber from Vietnam has a much more unusual choice: a Japanese katana. It might look incredibly dangerous, but after years of training, he's mastered the technique and built a loyal customer base that trusts him completely. It's definitely not your average haircut, but you have to admire the confidence and precision it takes to pull it off. As crazy as it looks, this might actually be worth trying for your next haircut. Facials are supposed to be calm, relaxing, and great for your skin. But after seeing this barber's technique, you might think twice before booking one. At first glance, it looks more like a medieval torture device than a skincare treatment. In reality, it's a deep cleansing facial designed to remove dirt and unclog pores. Whether it works or not, one thing's for sure: this client definitely isn't enjoying the experience. While most barbers rely on clippers to create the perfect haircut, this barber, on the other hand, prefers a running chainsaw. As unbelievable as it sounds, customers actually line up to let him trim their hair with it. He also uses regular manual saw for the customers who are looking for standard cuts. The chainsaw is reserved for those looking for something a little more extreme. Believe it or not, he's even built a loyal customer base that trusts him enough to sit completely still while a chainsaw comes within inches of their head. Whether it's pure confidence or pure madness is up for debate, but one thing's for sure: it takes incredible precision to pull this off without a single mistake. At first glance, you might think this is an Iron Man helmet, but it's actually a specialized skincare device that helps remove dirt, oil, and acne-causing impurities. To finish things off, clients get a gold collagen mask that's designed to leave their skin looking smoother, fresher, and more youthful. That's all for today's video. Would you visit any of these barbers? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.